Okay.
So I'll start there.
All right. And we are live, everyone. Welcome to, we're back on our normal schedule, Monday live. Again, it might be a little erratic come summer. I know me and Ethan were both a little sick the last couple weeks, and then I was traveling, and then golf tee time ends and whatnot. So apologies if it's not super consistent. We'll try to get on live as much as we can, but it won't be a set schedule, especially with summer and whatnot. But Ethan, happy to have you here, man. We have MLB today, full slate of MLB, and then we do have Game 7, a very fun, exciting Game 7 in the Western region of the NHL between the Oilers and the Canucks. But I'm going to send it to you because you do have a play in the MLB that is starting pretty shortly here.
Yeah, I'll get into all that here quick, but yeah, game starts in 5 minutes. Padres, Braves, second of a doubleheader. Now this isn't a straight play for me, and I actually don't have action on it, but Braves have to win this game. I mean, I can't see a world where they don't. They put Chris Sale on the mound, who I don't believe was supposed to be the starting pitcher today. It is like minus 250 or something in there. So I think it's just a really nice parlay piece. If someone out there likes the Oilers or maybe the Celtics tomorrow, or another Dodgers or Houston Astros are both pretty big favorites as well. I do like the Astros. I'd be weary on the Dodgers, but yeah, I mean, the Braves are at home trying to avoid a 4-game series sweep here against the Padres. Like I said, they threw Chris Sale out there, so that tells me they're going for it here. They don't want to get swept. Had a 5-0 lead in Game 1 earlier this afternoon, lost 6-5. So really think we're going to see a big effort from the Braves at home here. So yeah, like I said, that game goes here in 4 minutes, so you got to get it in quick. But yeah, I think the Braves roll in that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had the under in that game. Again, 5-0 start. I think it was 5-0 in the third. 5-0 start for the Braves. Then it was 5-2 going into the bottom or the top of the eighth. And then the Padres 4 runs there in the eighth to screw the under of 7.5. And to all those Braves bettors out there, a very bad beat. Again, a 5 or 6 consecutive runs from the Padres, 4 in the eighth to set them above the Braves. But yeah, a good parlay piece. Also, like when teams get to be that big of a favorite, also it might be worthwhile to look at the run line there at the -1.5. It just seems how whenever I do run lines, they just ultimately win by 1. I have terrible luck with run lines, but that's another way to look at that -250 or whatever they are in the money line. You could potentially run line it to get the odds down a little bit. But yeah, I usually try to stay away from doubleheaders, especially in the second game, and especially when I lost money on the first game. But I agree. I can't see the Braves losing 4 consecutive games or 5 or whatever it is to the Padres. Yeah, I do have 4. I guess, well, yeah, we can go back to our normal. I forgot how we used to do this. We give out 3 plays. But I'm just going to give out I have 4 MLB plays. I'm just going to give those out real quick here. And my quick reasoning behind them. These are all starting, I believe, 6:40 or later. So you have a little bit of time for these. And then I do have 1 NHL play that I'll give out at the end for the NHL Game 7. But fair warning, all 4 of my MLB plays are very disgusting. And again, we say it pretty much every time. Me and Ethan have a very similar way of betting. And that is sometimes a disgusting line is disgusting for a reason. It's ugly for a reason. And you got to remember that you just got to trust. You got to trust the stats. And that's kind of what I'm doing for these games. So I know they're disgusting. I know the teams that they're playing. So you do not have to remind me that these teams are playing whoever they're playing. But yeah, I'm just going to start right off here. I'm going to take the New York Mets on the money line. They are at Cleveland today. I believe that is a 6:40 start. This is probably my least favorite out of all of them. They opened up, I saw at +110. They got down to +105 when I got them. They are receiving 25% of the bets. Slight, and again, 5 points in the MLB it's probably not even warranted for a reverse line movement. But if that's what you want to call it, Mets got a slightly better price despite getting very small percentage of the bets. Again, very ugly play, my least favorite. Moving on, I am going to take the Tigers. I'm taking the Tigers on the money line against Kansas City. This is not just because I am a Tigers fan. It's not just because of the reverse line movement, but I also love fading just the pitching matchup here. I believe we got Waka for the Royals. I think he came over from the Padres. Very good pitcher, very well-known pitcher, good name. Reese Olson for the Tigers, who's kind of came to life last season and this season. But still, I think the pitching advantage goes to Waka or Wacha, whatever his name is. Tigers, again, with the reverse line movement, opened at plus 100. I'm seeing they're at minus 110, almost a pick 'em now. 22% of the bets on action, 23% of the bets on DraftKings. Slight line movement there in favor of the Tigers. Like the Tigers quite a bit in that game. Took them on the money line. I hate this bet. I'm going to talk through it real quick, but it's the most line movement of the board today. And that is the Washington Nationals, taking them on the money line against the Twins. Opened up at plus 155. They are now plus 130, receiving 19% of the bets. That line has moved over 20 points. Doesn't make any sense. Giving the Nationals, that one's absolutely disgusting. They're playing Pablo Lopez for the Twins, one of the best pitchers in baseball this year. Doesn't make any sense why you can get the Twins right now for like minus 170. That doesn't make any sense. And then finally, I know I'm talking a lot here. Cardinals on the money line against the Orioles. Cardinals are minus 130. Doesn't make any sense there. Give me the Cardinals. That line has to be there for a reason, and that's the reason I'm going to take. So Cardinals, Mets, Nationals, Tigers.
Yeah, I'll quick touch on something here super quick. So that Mets game kicked off already. I think it was a 6:20 start,
Okay.
but it is the bottom of the first. Guardians have runners on second and third, 2 outs, 0-0. So you might be able to get a nice line on the Mets if you bet it right now and just hope they don't get either of these 2 runs in scoring position. But yeah, could be a nice opportunity there if you're quick with your fingers there. As far as the other games go, I'll just touch on them too. I also like the Tigers in that game against the Royals. Royals off a sweep of the A's, feeling pretty good about themselves. Tigers bats woke up in that last matchup on the road against the Diamondbacks. Now they did lose their last outing yesterday, but won the first 2 games, put up 25 runs in a 3-game stretch there. So I think they have confidence off the loss. Like the Tigers quite a bit. As far as the Twins go, a guy that I listen to on a podcast, or I used to listen to him a lot more than I do now, but he'd always say, don't catch the falling knife. The Twins are that falling knife right now. They've lost, I think, 5 straight, actually 6 straight, and 7 of their last 8. I'm not betting on the Twins until they show me they can win again. However, I do think they will be a bet-on team here pretty soon. You know, they're not as bad as the stretch that they're on right now, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't bet the Twins tonight. I can't get on the Nationals, but definitely can't bet the Twins. And then, yeah, minus 130 on the Cardinals. That's gross. That's got to be the play. I haven't bet it, but yeah, that's the gross line.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And the Oilers are hot. Both teams have, I think, one of their aces on the mound. The Orioles have Dean Kremer. The Cardinals, I believe, have Joe. Who do the Cardinals have? Sony
the Guardians also just got those 2 runs in.
So they did. Good. Great. Yeah, that always happens. We do have a comment from Prince over on Twitter. Worst bets, more like square bets. That is my friend. He has a $1,000 future on the Oilers to win it all. So a very big game for him tonight in the NHL. Obviously, you need a lot to happen for that Oilers NHL ticket to cash. I'm gonna let you bleed out quickly here. I'm taking the Canucks. I think the Canucks get this one done. I think your $1,000 wager is gonna. I don't think it's gonna hit, and it'll just be easier if it loses right now, right? Would you rather it lose right now or Game 7 of the finals? I mean, probably Game 7, but I'm gonna let you off easy here. I'm just gonna, instead of having it slowly torture you, I'm just gonna put the bullet right in the brain here. And then again, feel free to jump back to MLB, but I love the Canucks tonight. And the only thing that's stopping me from betting them is the fact of his bet, of Prince's bet over there for the Oilers. And I want to be a courteous friend. But, and again, my $20 bet is not going to have anything compared to his $1,000 future. But every sign that I know is pointing to the Canucks. And they're without their best player. They're at home. They're plus 135 at home, game 7. They have 70% of the wins against the Oilers on the season. I think I'm going to take the Canucks.
Yeah, I hate it, but I agree with you. First off, Prince, is that bet based on Dave Portnoy's hot run on big events? Because I know he was all over the Oilers as well. Yeah, the Canucks are the only team remaining in the NHL that I don't have a future on, so I will be rooting with your buddy there for the Oilers to get it done. But yeah, I mean, I think as far as value goes, and I think we talked about, I think you mentioned this yesterday on our live, but the value is with Vancouver. I mean, it has to be. This is as far as I'm concerned, as even as a matchup as you're going to get in hockey. Any team can win any night. I think you mentioned too yesterday, not a whole lot of defense going on between these teams on a night-to-night basis. So, yeah, I think we talked about injured player theory. Like you said, Besser, I believe, is the player who's out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the team rallies around his absence. He is their top goal scorer. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get there. I mean, I think this is our first game 7 in hockey this year, isn't it? I think. Or no, Toronto, Boston.
Yeah.
Toronto, Boston went 7. You got to bet a game 7. I mean, come on. Especially when it's not the only standalone. It's the only hockey and NBA playoff game tonight. I'll probably have something small. Is the over really 5.5?
Yeah, 5.5, I believe, is minus 120, I think, and the under is plus 100. There is a system on game 7 unders. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but I know it's like 65 to 70%. In the NHL, the game 7s are going under. But also, you're not having the Canucks and the Oilers playing each other, which are, in my opinion, the 2 highest scoring teams in the league. I don't know if that's accurate, but they both are top 5. So that, I don't know. I think there is value on the over. I think a lot of people are tuned into that system. Also seeing a decent amount of bets, public bets coming in on the under as well, which you rarely see, especially with the Oilers. You rarely see a bet where public is on under. So there might be some value on the over, but again, if that loses, you're going to be the guy that went against a 70% system, which is if you're unaware, it's 56% you need to be 56% you need to be profitable in betting if you're betting spreads or whatnot. So if you get a 70% system, that's a gold mine in the betting world. So you do have to go against the system, but I do think there is some value in the over in this game, especially if you can get it at minus 120, 130, whatever it is.
Yeah, I like that. The way I'm going to play it, it just kind of came to my head. If this game, obviously this game after 2 periods could be a handful of different scores, but if this game is 2-2 heading into the third, I would look to bet the under because defense is going to shore up. They're going to play as tight as they can, trying to just get that one goal. Both teams are going to try to get one more goal to win 3-2. If it's like 3-1 either side, I would look at the over because that team who's down is going to go balls to the wall. They're going to take chances. Could lead to some fast breaks the other way. They're going to pull their goalie if they have to. I'd keep an eye out for how we're looking throughout the game. And at the end of the second, obviously it could be, 6-2 at that point, which I'd just stay away. But if it is a 4-goal total 2 periods in, 3-1, I'd go over. 2-2, I'd look to keep it under there.
What about if I want to take the Canucks, I wait till the Oilers score first, they take the Canucks live, possibly, or even live on the puck line.
Now here's the thing: I'm a giant bitch, and I always tell myself I'm going to do that, and then when it happens, I'm like, ugh.
Wow,
it just gets
Oilers
so
are good,
hard.
right?
Because that's like one. If they score the next one, you're fucked. Like,
well, we've also seen way too many 3-0, 3-0 or multiple goal rallies from these underdogs. I know New York did it to who did they just do it to? The Hurricanes.
mhm.
Dallas, or the Avalanche did to the Dallas. Dallas was up 3-0 in game one against the Avs. The Avs won that game 4-3.
Yep.
So it's been done before. We just saw the T Wolves be down by 20 in the third, win by 10.
Yeah. Not
Same
shocking.
thing with the Thunder against the Mavs. So comebacks do happen. So maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. I want to take the Canucks. I want to be courteous to my friend. I know he's going to be rooting for the Oilers. My other friend's going to be rooting for the Oilers. I'm going to be the lone man rooting for the Canucks. I don't want to do that, but I also really want to do that. So
Yeah.
that's my conundrum. And I have about another 3 hours to debate whether or not I'm going to do it or not. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm in that same boat. I mean, I want action. I for sure want some action. See, I tell myself, like, I'll just live bet it. But then hockey's so hard to live bet
And
because
the problem with the live bet is, like, I'm always just going to be staring at my phone, and then it never goes in my head how I need it to go at the beginning.
right.
So, like, yes, if I'm going to live bet the over, like, I'm going to be like, I'm going to wait till, like, end of the first or 10 minutes into the first when it's 0-0, I'm going to take the live over. And then I, like, wait, and then all of a sudden it'll be 1-1. And then you're like, fucked. And then,
6 minutes in.
right. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Again, you can follow along on my Twitter. I'm already looking like I'm going to have an 0-1 slate so far with the Mets. It is early, so whatever. There's a lot of game left. But I will have a play in this game, maybe two. I don't know what it's going to be yet. As of right now, again, gun to head, I take the Canucks and I take the over. I don't know if I'm going to get there on it yet, though.
Yeah. Like you said, follow on Twitter. We'll both post it out if we do play. Yeah, I gotta have some action.
Right.
I've been looking forward to that game all day. Part of me hope it goes to double OT and I'm up till 2 a.m. Another part of me hopes it doesn't do that, but
at least it's not 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Which some Oilers games has been. I think this is it's at Vancouver, which is even further west. But yeah, thankfully it's 9:30 Eastern time. The 10:30 starts are tough because those games are ending at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. And then if you add in overtime or double overtime like we see in some of these games, that gets to be a pretty late evening. Aaron, just in the comments here, I love live betting a money line in soccer. Once a team goes down, a goal might work in hockey as well. There's definitely some value in it. A lot of value in it.
A lot of value.
So maybe that's what I'll do. I mean, I have a feeling the Oilers are going to come out hot. I mean, I think the Oilers have, I don't really exactly know. I feel like the Oilers have scored first multiple times this series. But again, I feel like if I wait it out, the Canucks are going to score first or something. But yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. Do we even know the starting goalies? Is Skinner starting?
Yeah, I think it's Skinner for the Oilers and Silovs.
Okay.
Vancouver.
The Oilers went off Skinner for a little bit, and then they went back to Skinner and Silovs, whatever his name is. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, Skinner is so hit and miss. Same thing with the Oilers defense.
All I know is Game 7s in the NBA are pretty cool. Game 7s in NHL are like, they get my blood just boiling. I love it. Absolutely.
One thing to note, home games this series in Vancouver, each of the 3 games have been decided by 1 goal. Vancouver's 2-1 on the home series record. One game 1 4-5, lost game 2 4-3 in overtime, and then 1 game 5 2-3. Not like that really matters, but I know a lot of people are on Oilers puck line. I know the Oilers just won 5-1. But I'd be tempted to probably take Oilers puck line with a lot of caution. I know it's with empty netters at the end of games, but And yeah, I don't love the recency bias of a four-goal win by the Oilers either.
Right.
I don't know, man. God, I just wish this game was easier to read.
Yeah.
Just
Let
unfortunately,
me ask
it's
you
not.
this, because this one's right up your alley. Overtime prop?
Yes.
God, that sounds
Yes.
fun.
If it's plus 300 or higher, I'm taking it.
Yeah, and I doubt it is. It's probably so
Plus
low.
310 on
What?
DraftKings. Oof.
Really?
That,
That feels fun.
that does feel fun. That feels a little too fun. Let's see
Yeah.
if that's the best. God damn it. All right, moneyline throughway plus 350 on FanDuel. That was looking like the highest. 340 on MGM, 310 DraftKings, 320 Fanatics. Fuck.
That's not bad. I thought it would be like plus 225.
Aaron agrees. OT does sound fun. God damn it.
Nothing like staying up till 12, hoping to stay up until 1.
Yeah, no kidding. I am such a sucker to peer pressure. Let me see what it is on my bookie.
I got some free bets I could throw around. Do you ever miss a free bet? Like it expires before you place it?
I don't think so.
Dude, that
I
happened to me.
place
over the
those as
weekend.
soon as I get them.
Yeah, see, I wait and I don't know why, but got hurt. I woke up Sunday morning after just being busy as could be on Saturday, and that was like the first thing that came to my head.
Let me see it on my bookie here. Yeah. Don't think it's on my books. I probably won't take it because I don't feel like depositing money. All right, hear me out. Correct score. 3-2 or 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that. Yeah, these odds are shit. Yeah, not taking that. Oh man, yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions on this NHL game, let us know in the comments or DM us or whatnot, because we'd be happy for your help. But yeah, again, as of right now, I'll probably change my mind 3 or 4 times before I place it. I'm leaning the Canucks and I'm leaning the over. But we will see.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else I would really like? Which, let me go look. This would be turning back the clock to last year, something I played a ton. McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal plus 105. If they go down, he is shooting pucks on net.
I'm a little hesitant to that because I had a plus 2,000 parlay in the last game with Oilers money line, McDavid 2.5 assists, the over, and McDavid 4 shots. Everything hit except the 4 shots.
Really?
He had 2 last game. Odds for no goal first 10. I have no idea. Usually those are right around.
I actually like that.
The no goal first 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where you find that. Game props.
I think I'm going to take McDavid. What's Draisaitl to score? That dude's been a machine.
Leon.
Oh, he didn't score last game. Oh, he didn't. Never mind. I thought he had scored more than he has.
Leon is plus 120 on FanDuel. Best odds. McDavid would not take it. He doesn't score anymore, which means he'll probably have 2, plus 145. Kane, plus 300. Hopkins, plus 320. Bouchard, 410. Hyman, 110.
Here's one, which I'm sure this is not going to be good. What about McDavid to record a power play point? It's probably going to be horrible odds.
Minus 150. This is the best. On Bet Rivers. I don't even think that's a book anymore. Maybe it still is.
Yep, it is.
Power play point. Yeah, I mean,
I don't hate that. God, would that be a sweat, though? Every 2 minutes, you get a power play.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah,
you're just like,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna. I just wish I knew. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm tempted to take McDavid 2 goals. He has not scored hardly at all these playoffs. But maybe today. Yeah, he has 1 goal this series.
Jeez.
1 goal, and he has 2 goals in the playoffs, man. How?
So I wonder if you can get him to have a power play assist. No, I'm not doing that because then he's going to score.
Wow, he was first in assists, 3rd in points, 34th in goals. I guess he just didn't want to score this year.
Yeah.
100 assists.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Was it 100 on the nose?
Yeah. He's tied for first on assists. Who the hell has 100 or more? I gotta look this up.
Got to be someone for Vancouver, I'd assume. All the goals they scored.
Yeah. Skaters. I don't want the playoffs, just regular season. Kucherov, for whatever, had the most points and tied with the assists.
Oh, okay.
Nikita from the Leafs?
Lightning. Yeah, I think because everyone was talking about what's his face's goals on the year from the Leafs. Matthews. I think McDavid had more assists than Matthews had points.
Almost. Matthews had 107. David had 100. Yeah, but close. Damn. All right. Do you have anything else to add here? Any other plays?
I have not placed anything today. I don't know. Let's see. There was one play I was looking at. I thought in baseball. Was it the Red Sox, maybe? Let me see. No. Well, yeah. I kind of like the Red Sox. First game back home for the Rays. They just went 2-1 on the road against the Blue Jays. Before that, they had a 4-game series against the Sox where they went 3-1. So I think the Red Sox are probably looking forward to getting some revenge in this series. They just got a win yesterday to break a 4-game losing streak. So I think that's a little bit of momentum. I don't know if I'll place it, but that's probably my best lean in baseball today. And then I really quite like Boston -10 tomorrow, the Celtics. I think the Pacers are off that emotional win. Not a lot of people, I don't think, really had them picked to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics have had time off, which I don't always love playing on, but yeah, I think the Pacers are going to be tired, a little bit overconfident maybe, and they probably partied a little bit. So I just don't think they're going to be prepared. They have to go to Boston. Boston's been waiting for them. I'm already seeing a little bit of reverse line movement. Pacers are going to be public, I'm sure, because everyone loves the underdog. Yeah, so I think Celtics -10. They probably roll in game one, but we'll see how the money comes in and lines move tomorrow. But that's a pretty strong lean at this point for me.
Yeah, I got nothing in that game yet. Haven't even looked. Didn't even know that was tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Then the Western Conference is on Wednesday between the Mavs, T-Wolves. Honestly, 3 great teams. I hope the Celtics don't win it all selfishly, but I like the 3 other teams. Obviously, the Pacers is a great story. And then both, honestly, the T-Wolves and the Mavs are, in my opinion, fun teams to root for and watch. So, yeah, so those are coming up in the next couple of days. And again, I have posted 4 MLB plays on Twitter. I will have a play in this NHL game 7 tonight. Not sure what it is yet. It'll probably change about 4 or 5 times before I actually place it before game time. So stay tuned over there. Again, I post all those plays on Twitter. My username is Worst Bets. Ethan also posts on Twitter as well his plays. So make sure you check us out over there. We will have fantasy football stuff starting up this summer. We want to try to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube come NFL football season, the start of it I guess it's September actually. We're at 678 right now. So any like, subscribe, share, we really appreciate it. Helps us to continue to do this more often and make better quality videos for you guys. But I appreciate it, guys. Good luck on all your bets tonight. Ethan, do you have anything to add? Go ahead.
Yep. One last thing I meant to say. So again, have not placed this bet, but something I'm just feeling it kind of. I think the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark get their first win tonight.
Yes.
They're at home.
I'm on it.
Playing Connecticut, who I know you and I were both on last Tuesday in the opener. Connecticut won by 21 points. And now Indiana's only +6, and that's juiced in their favor. So it's just a weird line. They just had a back-to-back game against the Liberty. They got smoked game 1 by 36 points. And then made it more competitive, lost by 11 in game 2. But yeah, revenge spot here. The line is weird as could be. And I just feels like the time where Caitlin Clark gets that first WNBA win. So I would think the points are safe. I might jump on it with the points. I don't know if I quite have the balls, but I really think the Fever win tonight.
I am right there with you. This line actually opened at +4.5. Has since moved to +6. But the fact that it opened that low after they just got blown out by the team, then blown out by the Liberty, I love the Fever. I'm glad you said that. Yes, I'm on my bet slip right now. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm on it. Unit on the money line, 1.5 units on the spread.
Like it.
God, thank you for that reminder. I was going to be on that. Bet placed. Go Fever.
Love it.
Go Fever.
God,
that was a great lean. I was thinking the same exact thing. So thank you for bringing that up. Again, we're getting down to the time of the year where we will be betting on some WNBA, some NASCAR, some golf, MMA, UFC, US, or I guess it's UFL now. So a little bit more non-common sports we will have some bets on, because I don't really want to bet baseball for the rest of the summer. I want to bet some other things. So just stay tuned for some other bets. We also have a couple other shows. We have an MMA show out there. Me and Ethan might try to talk a little bit more about some golf stuff, and then MLB as well. But MLB, everyone does that one. So yeah, but thank you guys for hopping on. We really appreciate it. Good luck on all your bets. Like I said, make sure you do follow us over on Twitter. And again, trying to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. before the NFL season. So any subscribe, like, share, comment helps our algorithm and helps us out greatly. So we appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Again, good luck on your bets, and we will see you next week. Peace, guys.